A federal court rejects a Trump administration appeal to pause trillions in federal funding. But some guarantees here in Colorado are still without that money. It comes after a lower court judge found the administration had not fully obeyed an earlier order to unfreeze the money. The Justice Department argued the order prevents the executive branch from exercising its authority, including over discretionary spending or fraud. Several states, meanwhile, argue the president can't block money that Congress has approved. In Colorado specifically, more than $570 million in federal funding is still in limbo. The governor and state lawmakers are now urging the Office of Management and Budget to address the funding gap. Fox 21's Austin Stack joining us live in the newsroom. Now, Austin, how does the president's federal funding freeze affect Colorado?
Scott, Head Start, Meals on Wheels, and veteran suicide prevention programs are all affected. Some Colorado lawmakers warn the federal funding freeze threatens local economies and workforces, especially in rural areas, causing a widespread effect. However, not everybody agrees. The Trump administration is defending their decision to freeze federal aid.
It is the responsibility of this president and this administration to be good stewards of taxpayer dollars.
So what does this mean for Colorado?
A devastating impact. Colorado has one of the largest veteran populations in the country, something we're very proud of. But this funding would cut resources. Our public safety and law enforcement would be weakened. Head Start would be forced to shutter its operations.
I think it's reasonable for the president to have frozen funds to figure out where we are.
Newly sworn in Colorado Congressman Jeff Crank says there's lots of people in Colorado who are very dependent on the federal government, and this freezes an opportunity to take a step back.
We ought to be thankful that we have an administration that is actually looking to root out waste, fraud, and abuse. They didn't withhold direct payments to individuals, as I understand it. So these are payments that go to municipalities and, grants and things like that.
Senator John Hickenlooper, alongside Senator Michael Bennet and Governor Jared Polis, is urging the Office of Budget and Management to provide clarification on the actions being taken to comply with recent court orders.
These programs have broad bipartisan support, and Congress has passed them, and the president doesn't have the constitutional ability just to make his own decisions about funding.
They're requesting an explanation of which specific funding streams were not promptly reinstated after multiple court orders mandated the end of the funding freeze.
My concern is that the president and his crew will intimidate people in a way that will make them less able or less willing, a better way of saying it, to protect the institutions to protect these checks and balances. And we just can't let that happen.
I'm just kind of struck with the irony of, on the one hand, let's not help the federal government do anything to enforce immigration laws. On the other hand, by the way, here's my handout. Give me a little bit of money.
Now, additional programs paused include cancer research, telehealth options in rural communities, and infectious disease preparation. Fox 21 News will continue to follow all this and keep you informed. Reporting live in the newsroom, Austin Sack, Fox 21 News.
Awesome. Thank you so much.